Imagine this. People around Indy creating new ideas, discovering new potential, developing new concepts, designing the future, and daring to dream beyond the realms of imagination. I'm your host, Ashton Wolf, and this is Indy on the Town. Today on Indy on the Town, we're at Ray Skillman Classic Car Museum in Greenwood, Indiana, and this is an amazing place. You should see these cars. I've seen all kind of incredibly cool cars. I saw a Cobra Jet. I saw an Indy Turbine race car. It was incredible. Ray has over 200 cars here that he owns personally, and we're going to learn all about them from Donnie. He's going to tell us about how they're maintained, how they buff them and make them look so shiny. It's going to be incredible. Wait till you see this.
Hi, I'm Donnie Gardner from Ray Skillman Classic Car Museum. Ray's facility is all about history. Depends upon what car we restore. We always try to take and do them as accurately as we can to preserve history. He has a vision for these cars that some of us can't see, but Ray is a ridiculously cool, neat guy, and he is the absolute ultimate car guy. One of the tougher things that we've done in here was a lot of fun to do was the carousel. Ray purchased that carousel from the Tony Holman Foundation. It had been laying at the Motor Speedway for years. That was a project that Tony Holman didn't get finished completely, and so we thought Ray wanted to finish that project, and so we totally restored that unit. We tried to do it as accurately as possible. Everything on it's nickel plated. We tried to wire it correctly. We tried to repair all the horses and the mechanics of it to the best that we could do it. And it's pretty spectacular when you see it. It's all about preserving history. Ray, like I said, is just he wants it as the best that we can possibly do. He wants it as close to original as possible. He's a purist at heart. Everything in the building runs. We've got a couple of what we term dry cars that don't have any gases or anything in them because they're actually trailered concours correct cars. You know, when it gets to that stage of the game, you can't replace some of the parts because they're not available. You know, you'd have to put a reproduction part, and there's no reproduction parts on those cars. So we try to, like I said, keep them as original and correct as possible. There's a couple of cars in here that have less than 30 miles on it. I think there's 5 of them in here like that. And there's 2 or 3 pace cars that don't have hardly any miles on them, 30 or less. They haven't been worked on. They are as original as possible. So they have the original batteries in them. And like I said, you're just kind of preserving history and keeping it like that. Ray's been collecting these cars for about 35 years. He has a vision. He knows what he's looking for, and he will hunt for these cars. Right now, Ray's in open wheel car mode, and he's always liked sprint cars. He's always loved Indy cars, and right now that's what he is into this now, and he's trying to preserve the history, buying up some of the cars that he remembers well. trying to save parts that aren't available anymore. He remembers these cars as he was growing up, and he's just, like I said, he's just like one of the ultimate car guys. Yeah, it's not all about cars. The old signs, I think almost every sign in here, with the exception of about two or three signs, are not originals, but most of them are all original. We've restored, we've tried to keep them accurate. You know, everything we get, we try to fix and save. And there's something here for everybody. The first few cars that he collected, I really don't even know if he even thought he was collecting them when he first started. You know, but it's gotten to a point where he has a vision for, you know, he wants this and he wants to finish it like this. And he starts on his Corvettes, and he filled up his Corvette collection the way that he wanted it, all the specific cars. And then he went through the Ford. Now he's in the open wheel stuff. And it just, you know, he's just assembling the things that he really, really likes.
I really hope you enjoyed our tour of the Ray Skillman Classic Car Museum. Now, normally this place is open to the public, but right now with the pandemic and all, well, I'm sure you get the point. But don't go anywhere, because we have two more segments coming up on Indy on the Town. We're gonna go and we're gonna talk to Byron, the owner of Black Sheep Collective, and we're gonna feature drive-in movies. Stay right where you are.